You really don't need to apologize for the Palestinian resistance. We don't even know what happened on October 7th. I mean, we have the version from the resistance itself, but we also have a version from Israel. And Israel has been telling nothing but lies. From decapitated babies, to raped women, to ISIS flags, to attempts at manufacturing chemical weapons, to all this nonsense. And now even Haaretz itself, and Mondois and others, are telling us that many of the Israeli civilians who were killed on October 7 were actually killed by the Israeli army itself. It's documented. Haaretz is quoting Israeli security assessment, whatever that is, but it seems official to me. So why are we all jumping on the bandwagon of condemning Hamas's behavior on October 7th if we don't know what Hamas has actually done precisely on October 7th? We know what Israel has done in Gaza because the entire international community is aware of what has been happening in Gaza. And now even the White House and the State Department and other official American sources are telling us that the numbers are actually correct and thousands of Palestinian civilians have been killed by Israel in its war against the resistance in Gaza. So when we condemn that, we condemn it based on the fact that we actually know precisely what has happened. There is total consensus from the international community, from the United Nations, from UNICEF, and from individual countries. So we speak about this with confidence because we know what has happened. But we actually don't know what has happened in October 7th, and we don't know so much about the lies that are communicated by the Israelis. Well, we know about many of these lies, like the Shifa hospital and the diapers at the Rantisi hospital that proves that hostages were at the Rantisi hospital and so forth and so on. So we know that Israel has been lying through its teeth for 44 days now. We know that. So since we don't trust Israel and Israel lies, the only possible conclusion is that we actually don't have any concrete information of what has happened on October 7th. We need an international investigation, which Israel won't allow anyway. But if it is ever allowed, and they do conclude that yes, indeed, some of the civilians were killed by Hamas fighters intentionally, then go ahead and start condemning and criticizing and doing all these things. But you can't talk about anything unless you have concrete evidence. And all the evidence have been provided by Israel, and turned out that Israel has been lying about everything. And now even Israeli media and Israeli hostages are themselves exposing the lies of their own government. You don't need to condemn anything. Just wait for an international investigation. And then you can make up your mind whether the resistance behaved ethically or not. Then it becomes your choice.